Testing, testing, testing. Awesome, I already have a like. I appreciate that. I'm just getting things set up. If you guys have requests, come on in, request it. But we're going to really start it in about 30 minutes. I am looking for a short on next into this weekend, I should say. I think this will be a longer term swing trade. And I'm still bearish on Pepe community. Although it did have a pump today, so which gave me some thoughts. Maybe it could pump, but no, not really. So if you guys have requests for altcoin, let me know. But I'm just going to go live a little bit earlier. So I'll stay here live for 30 minutes. If there's a request before we actually get started at 8, I'll do the request. Otherwise, at 8, we're going to go over Bitcoin and everything I'm watching, and then we'll be done. But I thought I'd go live earlier tonight. That way, if you guys have requests, I can do them earlier, because why not? It makes up for not going live yesterday, even though it was a holiday. What's the fear and greed index? So that's at 42. Hold on, I do need to check something. Alright, let me just make sure this is working. I'm just doing some tests right now. Alright, let me just make sure this is working. I'm just doing some tests right now. Okay. Alright. I wonder if Mexi has this out yet. No, they still don't. It's not on the Mexi exchange. I mean, Mexi just listed this on futures today, but I want to use the Mexi chart to trade it. Right now, it's only on Gate.io for a chart. Although it's been on Gate.io for a long time, so yeah, I don't know. It's a micro cap coin. It's like a $7 million market cap coin, but that means when it started pumping today from the bottom, it's probably like $1 million market cap coin. I'm just gonna wait for a request to talk about, and then when we get one, we'll do it. Otherwise, I'm just gonna start the regular live stream at 8 p.m. Central Time. So if you guys want to see the real live stream, probably skip ahead like 25 minutes in this video on YouTube. Alright, so if you guys have requests for a coin, let me know in the comment section below. We're going to start a regular live stream at 8 p.m. Central Time. If you guys have requests for altcoin, I'll do it a little bit early. But, yeah. Nothing crazy to talk about in the market. It is just after the holiday weekend, so Bitcoin I'm expecting to go lower. Fear and greed index is still in fear, so really nothing crazy to talk about. But If you guys have a request before, then like I said, I will do that request. I'm watching Pepe Community Coin right now and next team. So I don't know if you guys can hear me over the music, but we're going to start the stream in 15 minutes like normal. And I'm just watching Mexi and Pepe Community Coin. Not Pepe Community and Next T. Not Mexi. Next T Coin for a short. But it's yeah. Alright, we're about to get started. 15 more minutes. Low is in, it's only up from here. Well, I guess we will see. Let me go over to Bitcoin. Alright, so let me know if you guys can't hear me, but Bitcoin right now is at $25,777. Let me just watch on my phone just to make sure we're good on the sound, because I had music playing earlier. Alright, good. It sounds good. Alright, so right now Bitcoin's at $25,777. I'm not going to go too much in depth on TA right now until the live starts in about 14 more minutes. But I still think 25K is going to get hit, and when that gets out, I'm looking for move lower. I do believe the low's in at 15K, but I think we could revisit 25K for sure, and then below that, I'm looking for possibly 20K. Now, I don't really see us going below 20K again, but anything's possible. It's crypto, so I believe the low is in as well, but that doesn't mean it is in. And personally, I think a lot for altcoins, like for Atom Coin, I don't think the low is actually in. If you look at the weekly chart, it just continues to make new lows, and personally, I think MEXC, when was this low? That was on June 2022. It could make a new low below 5. Like, for example, this altcoin could make a new low below $5.50. So I think for altcoins, I would say the lows are not in, but I think for Bitcoin, I would hope it's in, and I believe it's in at 15K. But honestly, who knows? I would love it to not be in at the same time, because then I could buy Bitcoin at 10K, and that'd be awesome. I just don't really think we're going that low, but we'll see. Maybe we get forward double bottom at 15K, and the low would still be in, but we'll see. I believe the Bitcoin low is in. I think altcoins, I would not be surprised at all if we made a new low, especially like on Atom and Jasmine's obviously continuing to make new lows. So for Bitcoin, I think the low's in. Altcoins, I'm not so sure about. Ethereum, I think the low is probably in, but again, if Bitcoin makes a new low, so will Ethereum. So that's my take on it. Anyways, guess we'll see who's right and who's wrong. I'm going to add this to my NEXT until XT gets their chart up. I'm going to add this to my indicator. But going back to Bitcoin. Yeah, so we're just gonna wait for about 12 more minutes unless we get a few more comments or something. It's just hard to talk if no one's like engaging, and I know that we had one person engaged, but it's hard to say anything until we get started unless there's some comments. Anyways, I'm a little bit disappointed right now that this is pumping again. Not super happy about that. I guess it's not really pumping. It's going to make a lower low for sure on the 15. It's making a lower low on the 5. Unless it somehow gets back to 51, which I guess it could. It definitely could, actually. It's not good. What's a one-minute chart doing? So yeah, the biggest one that's down in the last 24 hours is Next Coin. All right, so we can finally get. I'm gonna probably just start the stream a little bit early. We'll see. Let me get going on my other account. Where's my remote? All right. All right. Let me go over to Bitcoin, and we are going to get started here. I'm going to say we're going to start at 753. Let me get this going over here. And we're going to get started on Bitcoin. All right, so looking at Bitcoin, I'm going to give it one more minute for people to join because I just went live on TikTok. But starting on Bitcoin right now, Bitcoin is at $25,800. So I personally am looking for this to go lower. Now, first of all, before we do anything else, I want to go over to the Fear and Greed Index, which is right here. And the Fear and Greed Index on Bitcoin is currently at a 42. So right now we're in fear. Anything below 50 is fearful. So the market is still scared, and obviously that usually when you're fearful, that means you're in a downtrend. And obviously Bitcoin is in a downtrend right now. If we look at the daily chart right now is very much a downtrend. I had this in a bear flag. It pumped to the upside, so pretty much the bear flag is negated. Although I'm still looking for a move to the downside. You cannot get above these resistances. You're struggling to stay above the support at 25,775, and you're literally right on that. If you don't get above that or can't stay above it, then your next support is down here at 25.4. If you don't hold that, 25K is gonna be the next support, and then below that I'm looking for 22.9. If you do get a bounce off this current level at 25,785, which you're at right now, I would be looking for a move back to $27,167 for Bitcoin. But the fact that, daily chart has more room to go down on the stock RSI. The 4-hour chart right now for Bitcoin has more room to go up. So maybe this would be how you get the balance, but I bet the smaller time frames are overbought. Like the 1 hour is overbought for Bitcoin right now. You're below the 200-day moving average. I bet you're below it on the 4-hour chart as well. You are. That's all the way up there at 27.4 on the. And then the 15-minute chart right now is below the 200-day moving average too, not by much, but that's at 25,840. And so if you don't hold 25,785, I'm looking for 25K, and then below that 22.9 is the next support I said. So to me, it's a quick wrap on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin goes lower, a lot of altcoins are going to go lower. One of those altcoins I'm looking at is, well, Pepe Community, I'm looking for that to move lower, but so is Next. This was up 500% earlier today, and on the new day, now it's going sideways down 2% in the last hour. But It pumped like crazy today. Let me go back to the 1 hour chart so I'm not so zoomed in. I mean, that's what it did. It went from literally 1.2 all the way up to like the wick high was all the way literally past 50. So that's it did 25x today. And so I would expect the moving averages are still very far apart. And this is a kind of a pump in the coin. If you look at back in the history, it pumped here. It came all the way back down. And then when it first came out, it pumped too. So to me, I'm expecting this to go back to where it came from, like it's done 2 previous times. So to me, this is the short I'm looking for tonight. I'm also in a short on Pepe community, but if that doesn't play out, I will bail on that if it gets above 50, which I'm going to have to do if it gets above 50. And then I would just enter next T on probably a low leverage short, 4 to 5x on that. So that's really my game plan for tonight. My take profit on Pepe community is if it makes a new low. Yesterday's low was 37, so if it makes a new low below that, I'd be getting out of that trade and then entering into next T, or if it gets above 50. So either way, I want to enter a next T trade at some point in the next day. If you guys have requests for altcoins, then make sure you let me know and I can look at them. If you guys are new, I appreciate if you hit the follow and subscribe if you guys are watching on YouTube, and hit the like button. It helps. And also, if you guys are watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the bell notification so you get notified every time I go live or post a video. It does help me too. But anyways, if there's requests, let me know, and I will look at them. And I believe the Bitcoin bottom is in, but I've said it. If you're watching my YouTube live stream a few minutes earlier before you went live on TikTok, you would know that I think a lot of altcoins the low is not in. I believe for Bitcoin the low is in, though. So I don't think the low is in for everything, though. Anyways, if you guys have a request, let me know. I appreciate if you guys hit the likes. Come on, it's not that hard. You tap the screen and then you're good. So, anyways, that's what I'm watching. It's Pepe community for a move lower, and hopefully that happens, but we'll see. And next T for I would say that's a lot more certain than Pepe community, but that's just kind of what I'm watching tonight for the crypto markets. Nothing really exciting happening. I think part of that's because everyone's going on vacation before school starts, although I think now school started, and it was Labor Day yesterday, so that's probably part of it as well. There's not been a lot of volatility, but also a few months before the halving, usually Bitcoin doesn't do anything crazy. Maybe it goes sideways, maybe up a little bit, but probably more so down than up. And usually September is a red month, so I'm not expecting September to be anything glorious. I'd actually be shocked if Bitcoin got back above 28,000 again this month. I think it's a lot more likely you hit 25K and lower. I think it's more likely. What do you guys think? I think it's more likely Bitcoin hits 25,000 before it hits 28K. Maybe that's obvious. How about I say this? I think it's more likely Bitcoin hits 23,000 before it's 28K. That way, both are about $3,000 away. What do you guys think? That's just me, because 25K, you keep testing that level of support. The more times you test the support, the more likely you are to break it. So to me, I'm looking for a move below 25K, but really anything is possible. So we'll see what happens. But anyways, like I said, I'm looking for a move below $25,000 at some point in September, probably actually sometime in the next week. But again, we'll see. 1 hour chart would suggest you're going to dump on Bitcoin. The 4 hour chart has more steam, but you have to stay above 25,785, and right now you're again testing that support. I would actually expect that to break in the next day, if not much sooner than later. And if Bitcoin goes to the next support, 25K, a lot of altcoins will continue to make lower lows. So nothing crazy, nothing new, but that's just what I'm looking for. If you guys appreciate the likes, that's what I'm looking for on the overall crypto market. So if you guys are not, I forgot to say this, but we do have a Telegram group. Feel free to join that. I don't think I've talked about that in a long time. Maybe that's the reason that we're still stuck at 50 members. But it is free to join, so hit that link in the bio or in the description on YouTube and join that. It is free to join. I'm trying to get that more active. Last bull run was very active. I'm trying to get more active this bull run. So anyways, that's all I got. So if you guys have a request, let me know and I'll do it. Otherwise, with that being said, I just want to come on live and talk about the crypto markets a little bit. How's it going, Kelsey? So CRO, XYO, or Jasmine? All right, let's go look at Jasmine. So Jasmine right now, I haven't made a video on Jasmine in a long time. Testing. Welcome to the group. See, someone just joined. All right. So let's look at Jasmine. I haven't looked at this in a long time. Right now, Jasmine is sitting at 375, overbought on the daily. 4-hour chart right now, overbought, coming down. 1-hour chart is trying to make it. 1-hour chart would suggest you make a higher low. Can the 4-hour chart do that now? So, and you're above the 200-day moving average. So I like what I'm seeing on the 1-hour. The 4-hour chart, though, you actually, even on the 4-hour, you're above the 200-day moving average. So really, here's the thing. If Jasmine can stay above 359, you're bullish actually on the 4-hour chart and the 1-hour chart. That's a good sign. But what I'm a little bit worried about is I want to see this make a higher low above 359 because it is overbought. So right now, with you only being like 2 away from 359, which is 36, so 1.5, 1.6 away from that level, it's probably likely the 4-hour chart doesn't hold 359. And then that would also mean it's not going to hold the 200-day moving average on the 4-hour chart, which is the huge level of support / resistance. So to me, 35, 30, basically 36 is a huge level of support. If you don't hold that, I'm looking for another move back to 304. So that's it for Jasmine. If you stay above 36, you're bullish. If you stay above 36, you can look for 434. I feel like we've been talking about these price levels on Jasmine for a long time now, probably 6 months. So really nothing new, but those are the price levels to watch out for. They've been tested as support and resistance dozens of times, I would say, for this price range. So let's see what happens, but nothing crazy is really happening on Jasmine. Although, if you hold 359, you could get move up to 434. If you guys enjoyed this, appreciate if you hit the like, subscribe, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So, I mean, Jasmine's kind of... That's why no one watches my videos on Jasmine anymore, is because Jasmine's not doing anything. And it's done nothing for, like, the last year. I don't know. It's just going down. So, it's just going down. I am curious to see what XYO is doing. XYO, I don't think anyone cares about XYO anymore. Testing support at 291 is about to happen. It's oversold on the daily, ready for a bounce. 4-hour chart's probably going to make a lower high. And the 1-hour chart is getting rejected by the 200-day moving average, overbought, making a lower high. So I would not even touch that right now. Jasmine looked a lot better than Crow or XYO. And if we look at Crow, this is on Crow Coin daily chart right now. Doesn't look great. Neutral on the stock RSI. 4-hour chart could get the bounce, but you're not. I don't know. That's like a double bottom, I guess. 1-hour chart's overbought though, making a lower high, and also getting rejected by the 200-day moving average. So Crow, XYO don't look good. Jasmine, if you can hold 36, you could be in business for that. But really nothing crazy. And I would go more in depth on these coins if they looked more bullish. But if there's no setup to be had, I'm not gonna like waste my time on them. Jasmine actually looked interesting a little bit if you can hold 36. But yeah, appreciate you, Kelsey, for the request. Appreciate the live stream, Julius, or the follow, I should say. And yeah, that's. I mean, I went live well before 8, so I'm probably about it. I'm wrap things up. I'm looking for a move down on Bitcoin. I'm looking for a move down on Pepe Community. I'm looking for a move down on this new coin, although now it's back above 80. So who knows? This is. I don't know. Moving averages on the 4-hour chart are really far apart. So moving average 200-day moving average on the 4-hour chart is all the way at 1255, and you're at 800, and it's at 125. So even though you're down 50% from the high today, I would be shocked if this doesn't make a new, or not make a new low, but like go back to at least 2 or 200 or something. So I would watch this. It is on MEXC now. They just listed it on futures and spot today. There's no chart on MEXC. This is the Gate.io chart, which has been on Gate.io for a long time actually, but it's also a pump and dump coin in this 2 other times. So I would look for this to actually be a swing trade for the rest of the week, and honestly that's what I will probably look to do the rest of the week. But it really needs to get a move below 7.5, which is the last local low. So if it breaks 7.5, that could be a breakout trade to the downside on next. So with that being said, guys, I'm gonna get on off here. Have a great week, have a great day, have a great night, I should say. I'll see you guys for our next live stream Saturday, 3 p.m. Central Time. Until then, trade safe and have a great week. And yeah, that's all I got. See you guys Saturday. All right, I'm gonna end the stream on TikTok. I'll post that video. And yeah, so There was one more request for SHIB, so let me go look at that one. SHIBUSDT.P. I'll look at the MACD chart on futures. Daily chart on SHIB. Daily chart on SHIB is ready for the bounce on the daily chart on the stock RSI. Let's look at the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart's overbought, making a lower high below the 200-day moving average. So to me, it's in a macro downtrend. 1-hour chart, same thing. So if I don't know, short term, if the 1-hour chart can get above 80, then you could be bullish. But if you want to be like, I would rather look at the 4-hour chart. And really, until you break like 88, I'm not bullish on SHIB. But so the next resistance is 80 and then 88. Until then, you can't really be bullish. Now, the 15-minute is breaking the 200-day moving average on the 15-minute. That's a good sign. You have to break the last local high at 77, and then I would look. So 77, if you're looking at the 15-minute chart, I would say you have to break 77, which is the last local high. Then you have to break 80 on the 1-hour chart to flip the 200-day moving average, and then you have to break the 200-day moving average on the 4-hour chart for SHIB. If you can do all that, and if you get above 88, I would actually be bullish on SHIB. But for right now, you have to do what I just said. So SHIB doesn't look bad, but that's what I'm looking at for SHIB. I'll see you guys in the next live stream.